Hey friends, welcome back to She's At It Again. My name's Tanya and I still have on the same clothes as I did for the pizza video because I'm making it simultaneously while I'm making this video as well. So in this video, I want to share with you something. This is not groundbreaking information, but this is called a shaken ranch salad. And I'll show you why. But first of all, I want to tell you that we are going to link the video for the dry ranch dressing mix, or dry ranch mix, I should say, not dressing necessarily, because this is actually ranch dip that we're going to put on this salad. So for the dry ranch mix that we have a video for, you can access that. By all means, if you just have the packaged kind, go ahead and use that. But just know, it has some ingredients in it that you might want to think twice about before consuming. And the dry ranch mix that we have the video for is so very cost effective. You will be able to make up almost a pint, I think, is for it, and it just costs pennies per serving that you'd make. So basically per tablespoon, which is what you would use for dressing or dip. Now we're going to be using ranch dip for this. So in this container I made here recently, I didn't just make it today, but this is just ranch dip that I have left over from the other day, and it is a cup of sour cream and 1 tablespoon of the dry ranch mix from our recipe. So what you'll be doing is using ranch dip, not ranch dressing, but ranch dip. So you can change it up if you want to, but that's how ours is going to go. So stay tuned. Let's get this thing together. I started to use this knife, but I just cut up a fresh jalapeno with it a while ago, and I do not want to surprise myself with all that heat coming off that knife into my salad. All right, so you're going to get a super ugly container. The reason we're going to use this is because it has a lid. You want a tight-fitting lid on this. This salad is going to be shaken once we get all of our ingredients on it. And the dressing, which is ranch dip this time, in this case, is going to coat every speck of every ingredient in there. And that's what makes it so good. Isn't it so frustrating to eat a salad and you think, oh, this is so good, and you get a bite that it didn't have anything on it, or then you get one you think, well, that was just a big old bite of dressing and nothing else in it. So you don't have to pick around and try to swish it around in the dressing. It's going to be coated on every speck of this salad. So that's why we call it a shaken salad. All right, we're going to start out with our lettuce. Y'all all know how I store my lettuce in here. I bring it home, I wash it real well, and then I cut the ends of it off, the root end of it off, and put it in these containers, similar to the one we're using. Actually, it's just like it, because see, just like that. Put it in that, and it keeps beautifully in the refrigerator for a long, long time. Honestly, I never have any of this go to waste because it just stays so, it keeps so well in there, and maybe we eat a lot of salad, I don't know. All right, so you know about how much your family will use. I'm not giving measurements of this, I'm just giving ingredients in the description because you may want to make a salad for 12 people. You have dinner guests or you have a lot of family, and I only want salad for 2 people. But this really does make good leftovers. The dip being on this, because it's not watery at all, it's super thick and it sticks to everything, it doesn't mess it up if you leave it in the refrigerator overnight. It just, oh, it's so good. I don't know why it's so good, but it just is good. Okay, one of the things I'm going to use is just a little bell pepper. I think, this may have come out of my garden. I don't know. I don't get a lot out of my garden. It was just an utter disaster this year, utter failure. I get a few tomatoes, and that's really about it. If you like big chunks of stuff in your salad, by all means, leave it in big chunks. I have mine in pieces about like that. And just dump them on top here. You don't have to put them in a pretty order because they're all going to get shaken around. Remember, this is shaken salad, so we're going to be shaking it. I have cherry tomatoes. These are from my garden. And I'm going to take and cut these just in half. Look at that little baby yellow one. Is that not the cutest thing? I think I'll leave him in there whole. Tomatoes are my favorite part of the salad, honestly. They really are. But because I really didn't have that many this year, I don't have a lot to put on there, so we'll just leave it at that. All right, I'm going to shred my carrot to put in there. This is kind of a skinny carrot, and it's not holding up well, so it's just going everywhere. If my dogs were in here, they'd be standing beside me waiting for it to hit the floor because they love carrots. If you would rather have the carrots shredded super small in those teeny tiny pieces, then by all means do that. I just shred mine, just a regular shred for this. I'll put this over here so I can give it to the doggies in a bit. All right, good thing we just cleaned our countertop because I'm having to pick up carrots from everywhere. Now, the only thing I would hesitate about encouraging you to put in here ahead of time would be croutons, if you use croutons. But everything else that I can think of can pretty much withstand the ranch dip being on that and still come out just perfect. Absolutely perfect. All right, I have a red onion, and I'm going to cut it ever so thinly. Just super thin little slivers. I feel like I'm doing a surgical procedure. I think I'd be good at that. I was an orthodontic assistant for years, and I thought I was pretty good at that because I am a perfectionist when it comes to details. But slicing an onion is about as close as I'm going to get right now. And the nice thing about it is you don't have to worry about pulling the onion apart necessarily because it's going to fall apart when you shake it up. See how that looks so far? Isn't that pretty? Now you could put corn or black beans or olives or just whatever in this salad. Anything that you would like for ranch dressing or ranch dip to be on, that's what would be good in this salad. All right, next thing we're going to put in there is some cheese. We use our same grater. This is probably what I use sour cream mostly for, is ranch dip. We really like it, whether it's cherry tomatoes or carrots, celery, broccoli, anything like that. We love dipping it in ranch dip. Ranch dressing is fine, but you just have so much oil and stuff in the ranch dressing. And don't get me wrong, I love the flavor of it. It's just that it's more runny. I like the thickness of the ranch dip because it sticks to things better. Okay, put that cheese in there. And one of our last ingredients before we put the ranch dip in it is a boiled egg. Just rough chop those. I think I might want to put 2 eggs in there. husband says the only thing that makes a salad better is putting a boiled egg on it. We both like that flavor. All right, now for our key ingredient. I'm going to get a spatula. So this is what our salad looks like for now. You can see that. And it's about that deep in there. I think this is an 8-cup container, so got about 4 cups of salad, so we may have leftovers, who knows. And it is totally up to you how much of this you put on there. I'm just going to empty out this container because I can. I just saw a gnat flying in there. I tell you what, if it's not a fly, it's a gnat, and I'm just forever chasing them around here, but they don't last long in the kitchen. All right, and we put our lid on it. Make sure it snaps down. A few things worse than a salad flying all over the kitchen. And then you just shake it. All right. Now I still have to make my pizza, so that's what we're having for dinner tonight, but this is going to go with it. But that's what our salad looks like. Now I may put croutons on mine. Sometimes my husband doesn't want croutons on his. But even though this just looks like trash to go in the compost, it's going to be so good. So maybe I'll show a picture of it on our plates when we get everything set down for dinner. But for now, I just want to thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. That means that you enjoyed the content of it. If you would have friends that would be interested in cooking videos, please share this with them. I love it. I get so excited when I see that there's a new subscriber. I don't ever know who it is. A name does not come up. Some random name would come up, you know, like Coffee Filter Big Daddy 14 or whatever comes up. And I'm like, I don't know who this is. So I may have friends watching that I don't even know that you're watching because I don't get that information. But just knowing that there's somebody out there benefiting from this just absolutely makes my day. So I appreciate you watching. Thank you for spending time with us. And we'll show a picture of this when we put it on our plates later on with our pizza tonight. But thanks for sticking around.